since you're starting, shouldn't have a lot of problem, yeah? Does your email teacher usually give you homeworks?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I need to set up my video.
Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Zoom up just a little bit. It is too big, yeah? Okay. Okay, you have question 4, question 5. Okay. Which one do you want to talk about? You're muted, Kyoko, sorry.
We
Kyoko,
talk
okay.
about question 5A only.
Okay, so 5A1 should be easier.
Yeah.
And replacing X by that and that, actually you have experienced that also, isn't it? Because of your experience of the trinomial. So this is this giving you any problem?
No.
Okay, but it's not surprising, right? Considering what you have practiced.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, the other question I see here wouldn't give you too much, as in you will need to practice them, but it is already within your ability, really. It is already within your ability. Okay. So again, it doesn't mean that you don't need to practice, but it means that you shall have not much problem. Right? Okay, so that's your update. Anything else?
No.
All right. All right. I send you a WhatsApp, right? I say, if you don't have any other problem today, we should go to the next chapter. That means I am leaving binomial practice to you entirely. Okay. I think you are more than capable of doing that. Obviously, you shouldn't follow the teacher's tempo. Sorry. Before I say something wrong. Okay, you say that your class is slow, right? And you say your teacher also discuss questions slowly, right? Okay. There is still a however, right? However, does he give you enough challenging question to practice by yourself in the past?
No.
No. Okay, that's bad. Okay, wait. Okay. So let me ask this one more time just to be very clear. Huh? Some teacher may be bad at explaining, but they are good at giving question and actually correcting your homework. So there's always a good side of a teacher. Very rarely a teacher is bad at everything. Very rarely. Another example is a teacher may be bad at the general maintaining the discipline of the class. Maybe he's bad, but he is good at preparing students for exam. That means he planned the timing well, so that the two students who really want to practice, if he follow that tempo, he will give enough time for revision and everything. There's a good side of teacher and a bad side, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so are you saying that your AMAT teacher does not explain fast enough and also does not give good homework for exam? Really?
Yeah, my math teacher explains very quickly, but all the basic concepts they will explain very fast.
Okay.
But because my class cannot catch up, then they give lesser homework.
You're talking about EMAT or AMAT? Sorry.
AMAT.
AMAT. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait. You say what? Wait. I don't get it. You say that your A math teacher is slow in explaining, but you now say that your A math teacher is fast in explaining the basics.
Like the basics, my MS teacher is, how do I say it? Yeah, both my teachers can explain the basics, but they just skip through very quickly.
So
They
you're saying
don't,
that that's not a good news lah. That's not good lah.
and they don't give challenging questions very often. They just tell us to do the practice on
Practice.
the textbook. Yeah.
Just do whatever you want to do.
The at least the simpler questions, they said, because my class is very behind.
Ah. Okay, so they are now this still it means bad, yeah. But now I understand more. You're saying that it's not that your teacher is slow lah.
Yeah, I
No,
think
it's more like he doesn't explain enough, maybe, and he doesn't help you in the too challenging question, as in the exam level question at least lah.
yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so that means, so I guess I'm saying the right thing now lah. You shouldn't be following what they're giving you only, right? Right. You should be practicing by yourself, right?
Mm,
Right now, I am leaving it to you to practice by yourself. That can be good or it can be bad. But from the exercises that you try yourself so far, you are going ahead more and more challenging, more and more challenging. So I feel some confidence in leaving the practice to you, right? That's what I'm feeling right now. Now, when I say I leave the practice to you, it doesn't mean that I won't answer your question. It still means that if you have a question, you ask me. Still, same thing, right? Same thing.
yeah.
Because you might be difficult to wait for the class, right? Maybe the class won't ever explain it, right? So that's what I mean. I mean that you still need to practice. I believe that you will practice the challenging questions. If you feel your practice is going nowhere, you should ask me immediately, right? That kind of thing. And if you understand and agree to all that, then it is quite safe for us today to talk about the next topic first. Okay? The reason is very simple, because once we are ahead of the next topic, we are really ahead of the class. Then I feel we have time to revise the past topic. Right? We still some the revised topic, and then we'll go back to the current topic again. Then maybe we have some time to revise the topic. Then we go back to the current topic again. Something like that. Okay. Now, if this is too much or too fast, you tell me immediately. Right? I feel that you probably can do it. That's why I'm willing to try this, because we're still very early in the term. Okay. So today your voice is a bit small though. So how do you feel about all this?
I've been talking the whole day. Sorry.
Then save your voice. Save your voice. So how do
It's
you
okay.
feel? It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Then let me just explain very briefly page 12 yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
Are you looking at? Sorry, are you looking at page 12? Sorry. There you go. Wonderful. Right. So you go to page 12. Okay. Save your voice. Yeah. Save your voice. I write something here. Let me just summarize very quickly. I think what you're doing is the correct thing lah. You're just expanding basic stuff, right? I'm giving you some hints, but I'm not telling you the answer. I'm just saying that, for example, look at this cube and this cube root. They cancel each other and open this up. Good news, right? This is power 0, and it's also good. All this disappear. So good here and good here, but here and here, they remain complicated, and that's fine. It's what I'm trying to say. Because you still need to show that this is equal to that. I think this, we kind of equate to this complicated stuff. That's what I feel. Right? That's just my guess. I might be right, I might be wrong. Let's see. Okay. Other than that, I'm just saying that you're on the right track. And if you want to continue, feel free. Like I said, this is probably not an exam level question. So too much, but just for practice is fine. Now, I'm a little bit bothered with what I say yesterday. You don't seem to understand. So I was telling you that this is probably more tedious, but you're on the right track. But this one is going to be easy because all you have to do is to do factor theorem. Basically, you just solve a cubic equation. And it seems that you don't recall or you don't understand that.
No.
So let me confirm that your past topic, have you done what they call factor and remainder theorem?
Yes. But
That means you're not very confident about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, show me a calculator. Okay, go to mode 3, 4. And 4 is the cube, right? Now, your A will be 1 here, 1, type 1. Your B will be 0, there's no A square, right? And then your C will be moved to the right, yeah, I moved to the left, plus 3. And then your D will be moved to the left, minus 4. Okay, and you press the calculator. Now, this is, of course, the easy way to solve a cubic equation. It's similar to solving a quadratic equation. You have this as an answer, so A equals to 1, and then you press again, equal. Okay, and then this imaginary number, which means that x2 and x3, you press one more time. Okay, it's going to be imaginary, means it's unsolvable. So you only have one answer here. From out of 3, you have one answer. Now, what I'm doing with the calculator here is this new for you.
Yeah.
All right, this calculator is a representation of what you call the factor theorem, the one that you learned previously, like how to actually solve a cubic equation. Now, obviously, your calculator can do that. Same thing as the quadratic equation. Your calculator also can solve quadratic equation, right?
Yeah, I've done with the quadratic before. Wait, just to confirm, is this imaginary?
Yes, that will be imaginary, and that means the quadratic has no answer lah. That's what it means, and you know, the third negative. So that's just a normal happening. That's what I'm saying. Nothing new, right? So that means I already understand. For example, your past topic factor theorem, you're having trouble. So when we have time, we'll go back to that. But not now, not now, because right now you don't need it for binomial usually one. This is like super uncommon in binomial, like super uncommon. So that's why I don't bother about it yet. Okay. Right. Any other question?
No.
All right. Then what is our next chapter? Sorry, I forget totally. What is our next chapter?
A-math.
A-math, yes. Unless you have problem with E-math and you ask, I won't ask too much about E-math. Yeah? Quadratic geometry is not very difficult. Okay. I suppose we should just practice a question from the textbook. Okay, so show me your textbook.
For E-math, I don't actually understand the.
Ask me.
The like this formula, and then the 4 quadrants. I don't understand why, like, yeah, why when sine is positive it's a cube, why cosine is positive it's a cube, then it's negative when it's obtuse, right? And yeah.
This is still E-math though, yeah? Just confirming.
Yeah, E-math.
All right. I will explain immediately using A-math, okay? Because A-math is the one that is supposed to give us understanding. E-math sometimes do that, sometimes they skip through. I don't know how your teacher explained, but now that I know that your teacher doesn't explain maybe too detailed, then you know, let me just explain. But I'm going to use A-math because in a sense you can cover both, okay? Right? Okay, so remember that I asked you to draw the sine graph. Here I'm drawing it unprofessionally. I'm just drawing very fast, correct? Right? Yeah. I'm not saying that this is the proof, but I'm saying that it is very easy to see. This is 360, right? 360, 180, 90, 270. You may not know why a sine graph is like this, but you have it in your memory. It's very easy to see. Quadrant 1 is positive, right? Very easy, right? Yeah. Quadrant 2 also positive. Very easy to see. Quadrant 3 and 4, negative. Okay. So I told you that quadrant 1, they have a proper name for it, or acute angle. Okay, acute is 0 to 90, right? And then this one is your obtuse. Obtuse is from 90 to 180. So quadrant 2. And then this is a reflex. Reflex angle. So I don't think in EMF they cover reflex angle. Yeah. All right.
No, until obtuse only.
All right. But in AMAP, they'll just extend to reflex. So I just might as well everything. Now, this is a sine graph, and let's compare it with a cosine graph, right? Cosine graph looks like that. Sorry, that's bad. Something like that. Okay, 360, right? 180 degree, 90 degree. Okay.
Yeah.
It is obvious to us that the acute side of cosine and sine are both positive, but you go to quadrant 2, the cosine is negative. Quadrant 3, the cosine is negative, and at quadrant 4, it becomes positive. Don't know why cosine is like that, but cosine is like that. So this is like partial explanation for you, partial. Is this already enough to start to explain?
Yeah, but when I use the formula, it's like a bit confusing.
Let me show you that. So Aditya, I can hear you. I see you. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah. Hi.
All right. Okay. So I'm explaining something to Kyoko. I think give me 2 minutes, then I'll come back to you, and we'll start, from where we left yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have something to do right now?
Yeah, I have I was practicing functions because that's what we're doing in school.
Very well. Continue what you're doing, because don't wait for me. As in, you
Okay.
do something
Yeah.
and be productive. Okay, good, Kyoko. Now, when he say 180 minus A, he means something very specific, right? So he means that A is in general in quadrant 1. That's what it means. He doesn't mean A to be in quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4. Okay, so give me a random angle in quadrant 1, please.
55.
Okay, so I say 55 is here, right? 55 here. And 55 is also here for the cosine, correct? 55. Okay. Now, 180 minus A is much easier to understand visually. Visually.
Okay.
55 like that. 180 minus is 55 like that. Correct or not? How we see that, very mirror image. Can I say that? Right?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat?
180 minus A, so A is here, A, see? A is, from 0 plus A, plus going to the right. 180 minus A, minus going to the left, right? So like that and like that, correct?
Yeah.
It's an exact mirror image of each other, so to speak. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and it is always like that. Give me a random angle.
32.
Okay, 32 is around here, correct? So 180 minus 32 is a mirror image. Can you see that? Mirror image. Okay. If you don't see it visually, you tell me. I'm trying to explain it very visually.
I can see.
Okay. Kyoko, somehow it's not landscape, so landscape it. Somehow it changes the video. And Aditya, I'm losing both your voice and your video, yeah? Okay, so because of that, because of the visual, because of the the mirror imaging thingy, and the fact that a sine curve is really a mirror image of each other, correct or not? Here, like that. So basically what we're saying is the sine. Remember, the sine is the y-axis, right? The angle is here. The sine of the angle is the y-axis. So sine of 55 is just the y coordinate value, basically, right? So this value will be exactly the same as this value, right? Correct. Yeah. Sine 55 have a value which will be the same as sine 180 minus 55. Same thing one. Sine 32 will have the exact same value as sine 180 minus 32. Exactly the same. So that's the first thing your EMATH textbook tell you. Sine A is equal to sine 180 minus A. It doesn't make sense until you see the graph. The graph kind of makes it make sense, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah. I
Can?
understand.
Okay, yeah. Now the cosine. Yeah. Can you appreciate that this is obviously not exactly like sine graph lah, but
Yeah.
this and this is still mirror image, still, except that, if I flip this guy like that, then you will see them as mirror image, correct?
Yeah.
So we realize that this is a mirror image, but so also upside down. No, that's the cosine way of doing things. Make sense?
No.
Don't know why cosine graph is like that, but cosine graph is like that. So what is the EMAT book trying to tell you? Very simple. Look at that. This is the value of sine 55, right?
Yes.
Is going to be the same as the value of cosine 180 minus 55, just upside down. That's the difference.
Oh.
So cosine 55 is not exactly equal to cosine 180 minus 55 because of the upside down, but it's very easy to fix. It is equal to the minus of that. Again, it makes much more sense in the graph.
Yeah.
Okay, the tangent one later you learn in EMAT. Yeah, just the same thing one. It makes sense in the graph. That's why the graph is like, it's like, how do I say it? It's comforting. I'll say that if you understand the graph, it's very comforting. Okay, there is another explanation. I saw your EMAT book doing that. I don't bother with that. I bother with this one. I think this one is easier to understand. Okay, I'm not saying that your EMAT textbook method is a triangle method. I'm not saying that doesn't make sense because I use the triangle method in your question mark, correct? Yeah, I just don't use it as an explanation. Now, have I answered your doubts?
Yes.
Okay, so your EMAT teacher may treat that as a formula. That means just memorize lah. I don't treat it as a formula. I want you as an EMAT student, even though in EMAT, I want you to simply understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question?
No.
I want you to try a CG question first. Again, challenge yourself at the right place, like try yourself. I'll go to Aditya first before I come back to you. Okay? Okay. Okay, Aditya, I am with you now. So any question on your function practice first?
No, it's quite easy.
All right. Then shall we go back to our past topic, the factor and remainder theorem?
Actually, we revised that in class today in like AMAP class, and I get it now, so it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, but right now I have a new problem, which is what was it? 3D trigonometry.
Yes, 3D trigonometry. Very good.
We started that in EMAF today.
Okay. Shall we talk about that problem then?
Yeah.
All right. Show me the question or show me the problem.
Yeah, just one sec. Just gotta move my stuff around. Okay. So this is where it starts. Oops.
Okay. So are you referring to, you're not referring to the bearing. The bearing is the one on top lah.
Yeah, we didn't do that yet.
All right. So the angle between line and plane, the 3D stuff lah, right? Okay. So if you can describe your problem to me, go ahead. If not, we'll do a question immediately.
Like in class, we were doing a question, and like I was just thinking of the fastest way to get it done, and I did Pythagoras.
That's not bad.
But then it was wrong. then I was like, what is going on?
I'm not sure I understand the problem because you're not showing me the question. Which question were you attempting?
Oh yeah,
right?
My bad. Oh, not this. Right here.
The problem should have some drawing, right?
Yeah. This one, SV.
Yeah, SV.
I used okay. Wait, are we on the Jamboard? Oh,
we are. Yesterday's
okay, just one second.
So we'll go to page 12. So I'm not sure why you do tangent, but if you do Pythagoras for SB, I approve lah. I approve. That's correct.
I did like when the teacher went through it. She used tangent, so I was like, okay.
He wants an angle, Aditya. He wants an angle.
The
question reads, find the angle between this and that. So, yeah, I guess that's the problem.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, reading the question is very important. Now, having said that, do you understand the question? Maybe you do.
Yeah. I did the rest by myself. It was quite okay.
Do you want to do you have a question here?
No, not really.
Okay, then since we are in this topic and we didn't cover this in holiday tuition, yeah, I would like to move in advance. So we're going to do a slightly harder question. Would that be okay?
Yep, sure.
All right, so show me your right page.
Oh, and we also did the angle between two planes.
Is that confusing or is that okay?
We went through it in brief, but like, nothing much really happened about this.
Let's see in action, yeah. Let's see in practice then, yeah. Right. So I'm gonna ignore example 12. Move on to the next page.
Okay. I don't get this. Like, I don't know what it's
Which one? Which one? The pyramid thing. Are you referring to the exercise 22H?
Yep. Question.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So you don't need to zoom in too much. Just zoom out a little bit so I can copy. Nice. Okay, very good. Now my Jamboard should be working today. Is it? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So keep aside, find the angle. So even though he say plane and plane, we are to identify a line and another line that is the appropriate, because we cannot do plane with plane. We can only do a line on that plane versus a line on the other plane. And that is what I'm going to do. Okay, yeah? So watch me. I'm just looking at the graph. I'm a visual person. You are also. BGD sounds like a very terrible plane to give us, right? So difficult to imagine, right? BGD, right? Okay. You want to use the magnifying glass? Is it?
Oh no. Oh, sorry.
Right.
I was playing with the light. I didn't realize it was in the camera.
Okay, right. But are you paying attention to the Jamboard?
Yeah.
All right.
Just like twirling it around.
Right. And then ABCD. ABCD. So ABCD is here. Now, it might be difficult to decide which line in order to find the proper angle. Tell me, what line will you choose? Oh, this is not easy to see. Definitely not easy to see.
BGD.
Yeah, I draw that. It looks kind of like a triangle, right?
So, wait one sec. So it will be like from the top. Oh, okay. It will be like B. No, wait, that's what I want. Oh, sorry.
Terrible. This is not easy to see. Kyoko, just wondering, are you stuck?
Okay.
Sorry, a bit, is it? Sorry, Kyoko.
Yeah.
Show me the question first. Show me the question. While waiting for Aditya, I can at least read your question. 7. This one? Question 7, is it?
6.
Question 6. Okay, all right, got it. So I'm putting it in page 14. Oh, you're putting in a new Jamboard, isn't it?
Yeah, I share with you already.
Okay. Right. So, Aditya, tell me what you're thinking.
Okay, so it's like a triangle that's inside, but it's leaning on G. I can see it.
Oh, interesting. Maybe try my drawing. Try my drawing. So again, you are supposed to draw a line on ABCD and draw a line on BGD. Those two lines will determine whether you are okay. Interesting. Draw me a line using pencil. Don't scratch.
Oh yeah.
Using pencil. Yeah, better that way. Yeah. Pencil, right? Is that a pencil? No.
That is. It is.
Okay. So Kyoko, I give you the hint. Yeah. Now, what line will you use? What line will you use?
Sorry.
I give you a hint.
Or
No, that's okay. Okay. Get the gradient because parallel, use for the line.
yeah, but I don't know how to get gradient from.
Oh, you are ready here. This is the gradient is here. The gradient is here.
The gradient is negative half?
Yeah. Negative.
Oh,
correct.
Okay.
Of course, your drawing is wrong. That means that, but just try. This is negative half. Correct.
Yeah.
So,
Is it like
it almost
is
feels
it
like
obtuse or acute?
Even if you find the obtuse one, it will imply that there's an acute one behind it. So for now, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I am trying to make sure you're correct. So I'm asking you, instead of just that angle, which is very interesting, I want you to draw a line and another line, because an angle is constructed between two lines, if it is possible. Very interesting. And then the other line. That's the line. Okay, I'm going to give you a food for thought. Okay, now this is my line. Okay, this is my line. You think about it. My goodness, right? I'll have to make it bigger.
Wait, Mr. Phillips?
Yep.
So we have class tomorrow as well, right?
To make up for your Sunday.
Oh,
don't let it happen.
Because I forgot about today. I was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, right.
And then now I remember that we had class on Sunday.
Correct. Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah. You sure?
Sunday, Tuesday. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my calendar.
So that will be my first line. That's the line on ABCD. And then my second line will be this one. And therefore, this is the angle, obtuse angle that you're measuring, or the acute angle. I mean, they imply each other.
Wow, that is so much easier to see.
Now, is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Are you sure? Let me be very sure about this. Huh? You're thinking about the line in the middle of ABCD, so to speak, like here, the middle, right? Diagonally, right? You're also
I think so.
All right. You're also thinking about a line in the middle of the triangle BGD, the middle.
Yeah.
Of course, they meet, and therefore you measure the or the obtuse. I mean, they imply each other. Let me confirm this. You're not thinking about, for example, GB and BC. You're not thinking about that, for example. Most people will do that.
Oh.
GB and BC has an angle, and it requires some sort of effort to discover why that is wrong, because it's very weird.
Oh, it's wrong.
It's wrong. It's not the same as.
Okay.
It's not the same as this guy. It's not. Let me quote another example. GB and DC also have an angle.
Yeah. Right?
And that is also wrong. There is a reason why they are wrong, and that's usually the long discussion. Like, because of this, because of that, can you see it? Some people can, some people cannot. Okay. Now, rather than discussing for now, I just want to see how basic stuff also. Why don't you find this angle? You can find the obtuse one, you can find the acute one. I think finding the acute one is easier, but that's up to you. Right? It's up to you. And then try comparing it with the angle GB and BC. Right? Now, before you do it, let's take a bet. Do you think those two angles will be the same or different?
Different.
And who's bigger, who's smaller? I know, how do they compare?
Because GBC would just be 45.
I'll totally agree with you. Yes.
Because it's a cube.
Correct. So how about the angle that we are proposing here? Let's label this guy. What do you call the middle point?
N.
Right. So we're proposing GMC, right? Basically, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about GMC? Will it be bigger, smaller than 45? Doesn't matter.
I think it would be the same.
All right, let's give it a try. Now, find GMC properly, right? Using sine or cosine or tangent, and let's see what happens. Okay. No.
Made an error.
So Kyoko, you finished question 6, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just the gradient. So you're in a new question, right? Just show me the question. 14, gonna copy that. Okay, all right. Any problems so far?
I'm still thinking.
Sure thing, please do.
Mr. Philip?
Yes.
It would be the same if the line was AC, right? I think.
No,
I mean,
again,
if the line was DB.
I mean, AC and DB are the same. However, in this case, he requested for GDB, right? GDB, right? You cannot use DB for our purpose, because he requested specifically GDB. So DB kind of cannot use, because DB won't make any angle whatsoever with the GDB.
No, he asked for BGD.
GDB, BGD, same thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, back to your effort in finding that angle. Using a stochastic will require you a 90-degree triangle, right? So I would like to see your 90-degree triangle extracted from all this, like which triangle will you be using? Out of all this confusing drawing and planes and whatnot, we end up with a 90-degree triangle. That's the most basic thing, I suppose, about trigonometry. show me your 90-degree triangle and we can tell whether you're right.
Just 1 second. I'll join in from my Zoom, like on my laptop, so I can see what it looks like.
Guys, give me some time. Right, I'm back. Okay. Aditya, you okay?
Yeah, just trying to fix something.
Right. Kyoko,
yeah,
you
not working.
I'm stuck.
right. So obviously this is not the easiest question, but they give us, the thing which is called parallel. So parallel means the gradient will be the same as the gradient. That's what parallel means, correct? So you ought to use that. Even though the coordinates are weird with k and everything, you should still strive to find the gradient. And then this gradient will have to be equal to that gradient. That's just the basic of parallel. That makes sense? Okay, I want you to give it a try, finding the gradient. Now, are you ready, Aditya? Like, we are not doing stuff here. Okay, this doesn't work. Placing the thing there doesn't work. Now tell me, is your table too small? Is that why you're doing this?
I kind of need to arrange my table, yes. There's like a pile of books.
Yeah.
That's just there.
Correct. In our tuition, you do need to set aside space for the sake of the handstand. If sometimes people try to move the stand up and it rarely works. Will it work?
I have an
well,
idea.
it works. It works if you do this. So the jaw, the grip jaw, you can actually rotate the grip jaw. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like this.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah. See, that helps if you really cannot put it on the right. So you just rotate the grip jaw. But then you have an issue with the distance. Same thing one. You have an issue with distance. Maybe in your situation, yeah, your laptop is also in front of you. You also cannot put it in front of you. Same thing. You're a right-hander, right?
Yeah.
The best way is still to put it in the left. no matter what you try, you will face problem one. It still has to be your left, or maybe slightly up if you really require the space, right? Now this looks better. This looks better. Okay, this looks kind of better, I guess. Okay. Kyoko lost the video, yeah?
Oh my God.
Right, this looks fine. Right, now are you trying to use the magnification lens on the thing? No, right?
On
On the phone, right? Because it's casting the rainbowy color.
Oh no, that's the light. My lamp broke.
Oh, right, that's fine.
And like I need to charge the one on the phone stand. Like I didn't charge it and it ran out like yesterday.
Right.
During class. So
no worries.
Kind of improvising.
Right.
It's like something my mom got at some thrift store.
Okay, wait, Kyoko, So Kyoko, wait, it seems that something is missing. It seems that, so I'm going to do something. So let's say I want to find gradient PQ. Now finding gradient PQ, remember, is rise over run, right? That's what gradient means, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to calculate the rise over here, and I'm going to do the run over here. So this is how I will do it. So I will take this guy and this guy. So k minus 2 minus 3k. That will be my rise. And then my run will be this guy and this guy lah. K minus k squared.
Okay.
This is known as the gradient formula, if you like, y2 minus 1 over x2 minus x1. Are you familiar with all this?
Yeah.
Right. So you should start from here, even though you cannot do anything. At least I'm stating the gradient, because that's always a good idea. Right? So start from here and also start from the gradient of RS and then do what you can do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Aditya, I've been waiting for the triangle. Today is not very effective. Today is not very effective, right? So what is the 90-degree triangle that you're using here?
This one.
Label the middle guy M.
GCM, sorry.
M. Good. Now
GCM.
Draw the triangle. GCM. Right. Move fast. We are almost done with our 1 hour and we are not achieving anything today. Not good. Not good. So what do you want? Do you want the GC? You want the MC? You want the GM? What do you want?
I need the GMC angle.
All right. So what do you want to use it? I mean, do you want to use sine, cosine, tangent?
Well, we know 2 now. So I need to find 3 first,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you need to find 3. Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. That's what I taught you. Good. Okay, now Kyoko, I'm going to stop you here. Kyoko, this is not okay. Don't erase this. Don't erase. This is totally not okay. This is your basic math error, right? Let me explain why this is not okay. I want you to understand. Now, obviously, this is 3 over 4. Can yeah? Obviously, yeah. Can I do this?
No.
Right. Now, compare it with another situation. 2 times 3 over 4 times 3. Now, this can be 6 over 12, right? Now, okay, I'll use 5, easier. 15. Now, can I do this?
Yeah.
Good. This is okay. This is not okay. There are explanations to this, but let's stop here first. Do you know why I say yours are wrong?
Because mine is subtraction.
Which is like very similar to positive, not times lah.
Yeah.
Right? There's a reason why this is right or wrong. But if you find this enough, then you know that this is wrong. Right? And that means you should stop here because there's nothing else to do. Okay. Okay. So once you stop here and then you have this and that, then you look at the question, what can you do? So, okay, so you're implying that MC is 10. No, right? Are you implying? No, no.
No, it's 7.07. Can you see?
Correct. So I would like you to get a habit of writing that as wait, 5 root 2. 5 root 2. I mean, it will be nice if you can zoom in a bit, but just a bit. Just a bit. A bit will be nice. Zoom in, yeah, using your pinch. Yeah, okay, that's enough, right? Now, I will assume that this is a math, even though it is not, right? So I'm getting you in the habit of writing that as a 5 root.
It's a nice number.
Exact number, I suppose. Yeah, exact number.
Okay.
Can you write down as an exact number?
Okay, so.
Right. Right, because it is it 5 root 10? I'm so sorry, it is not 5 root 10. I'm so sorry, yeah, I'm so sorry. It's not. I quote something wrong just now. So let's start with root 200 divided by 2. Let's start with that. Correct?
Okay.
Let's start with that. And based on your A math, what can you do with root 200 divided by 2?
100?
That is totally wrong. If this is correct, you don't need to learn. You don't need to learn. You're going to. Because when 2 enters the cert, it becomes 4. I'm not sure whether that makes sense or not. 2 doesn't remain 2 when you put it in the cert. You're basically asking 2 to enter the cert. He doesn't remain 2. He does not remain 2.
So it's root 50 then. Okay,
root 50 will be correct. And then what can you do with root 50? Root 50 is not 5 root 10. That's why I say I'm wrong. So what is root 50?
Yeah.
So what can you do with root 50? Show me a bit of it.
5, so that's 5 root 2.
So what you're doing, Kyoko, is correct. What you're doing is correct. Yeah? What you're doing is correct. Question is, how do you continue from there? What you're doing is correct. Five root 2 is excellent, good, right? So the EMAT teacher may or may not want this, but I am just training you for this. Yeah, make it easy. Okay. So 5 root 2 is excellent. You now have MC. So what do you plan to do? Sine, cosine, tangent? Something else?
So this is opposite over adjacent, so tangent.
Very well. Right, and I'm just practicing A math with you. 10 over 5 root 2 is a rather nice number. No, it's not. It's not. You cannot. Okay. Remember your table I taught you?
Kind of.
Because you don't have to memorize that for now. You can just refer to that table. Where do you have that table? Is it in the Jamboard? Is it in a paper?
I screenshotted it.
Okay, all right. Then look at that. And is there any chance that this guy is on the table? Any chance at all?
There we go.
Okay, so you check your table. Any
name my
chance of
screenshots
this?
now.
Okay.
I'll probably do it later. Okay, so no.
And I agree with you. And what do you learn from A math then? Oh, this is not a special angle. What do I do then if this is A math? If this is not in the table, then we are basically saying, okay, there is no chance for this to be a nice number, right? The special angles are, nice numbers, so to speak. So if there is no chance of this being a nice number, then all we can do is to press the calculator. That's all. And accept the ugly number.
Accept the ugliness.
Yeah, accept the ugliness. Okay. Okay, Kyoko,
and
good so far. Yeah. And the angle is bigger than 45. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You want to check the answer key first? Oh, you're forgetting the degree. You need to present the degree.
Oh.
So check the answer key first before we kind of talk about it more. So Kyoko, you want to check the answer key first?
It's correct.
So what you're doing, Kyoko, for this question is obviously not very easy anymore. Not very easy, but can you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that means your practice should be beyond 14. So 14, is good, you can practice 15 or 16 or something. Okay. Now, we won't be seeing each other until Sunday, right, Kyoko? Is it too much if I ask you to basically give you homework on quadratic geometry?
It's okay.
Considering that you still have to practice your binomial, of course, right?
I think it'll be okay.
Okay, then you choose your question. That has always been how we do things, right? You choose your question. You choose 3 questions on CG, very happy. As for binomial, you practice comfortably. You can now practice the 10-year series already. You will realize that, okay? If you want, you continue practicing it for the purpose of exam. You are basically practicing for exam already for binomial, right? You don't need to follow the textbook too much already. Okay. Right. So for binomial, because there is no exam coming, I'll leave it to you how much you want to practice. Okay.
Okay.
With that in mind, very happy for today. I will see you on Sunday.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So Aditya, is it correct first?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a short answer, right? So no explanation on why, why this is correct, why do you do certain things, and why do you do certain that. Now, although our time is up, perhaps I still want to ask you this question. So why not GBC? Why not 45? Why this weird angle? Or maybe the textbook and me is bluffing you, maybe. Why GMC? Why not GBC? Why not GDC?
Because it's oh, this isn't 10 cm.
Who is not 10 cm? Sorry.
Like MC isn't 10 cm.
True. MC is not. It's 5√2, right? 7.1 centimeter basically.
So like I don't know how to explain it, but I just have it in my head. If something is like this long, the angle would be X. But if it's like twice as long,
then it's smaller.
It will be smaller. Like
yeah, not half X, yeah, just smaller. No, it's not half X.
Okay,
it's just smaller, just smaller.
Mini X, like.
Right. I mean X minus or whatever, right? Smaller.
X minus, yeah.
So why are you saying this?
Because like, I don't know how to explain it. Like the further it goes, the more it stretches. The closer it is, the less it stretch.
So what makes GDC the correct answer and not GBC, right? You still haven't answered that. I know that they're different though. Yes, correct. They are different. Why bother with the bigger angle, not the smaller angle? Is this about choosing the bigger angle? Is this what it is? Right? Or what is this, man?
Because is it like I don't know.
I'll give you the shortest angle I can give right now because time is up, right? It is for some strange reason about choosing the biggest angle. It is. That's not the real reason though. The reason is not about, I have to choose the big one. There's a reason for that, but it ends up being about choosing the biggest angle. All other angle will be smaller than this guy. There is no angle which is bigger than this guy. Never mind the obtuse, right? The obtuse is just implying this guy, right? Never mind the obtuse one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Any other combination will give something smaller than this. Right? If you ever go to year 5 and you choose the HL math, any chance of you doing that?
I mean, right now it's like a 75% chance.
Right. So you have decided that maybe that's the way to go, right? There,
yeah, but
you
like
will
the rest
learn.
of the 25% hangs on my grades next year.
I mean, you will probably still enjoy it, probably. Right? Okay. As for can you do it? We'll see. But I have confidence. Right? Now, if you go there, then suddenly they show you the reason. Right? So it's so maybe I can show you the reason on Sunday. Okay.
All right.
It is about choosing the biggest angle. Now, we're not going to meet each other until Sunday, right? So, does your teacher give you proper homework?
Yeah.
If I give you,
I mean, it depends. Like other teachers do give homework, but not really my math teachers. So I mean, it doesn't matter. You can give me homework. I'll do it.
Okay, right. Flip your paper. Flip your.
Okay.
No, flip your page. No, this becomes basic. What's going on here? Right. Okay. Show me the left page. Show me the left page. Oh, no. Flip first. Flip then show me.
Oh, okay. Quadratic.
The one with the pyramid. The one with the pyramid. No. Don't flip. We are here. But you know, the camera is limited.
I get it. Okay.
Okay. Let me read the last question. Yeah. So with that's easy enough. Now ADC mixed with EB. Yeah. Question 10 is a good representation of the 3D stuff. Question 10. Right? I notice your textbook don't have a lot of things, right? So can you maybe flip one more time? So maybe you flip to the right one more time.
Back?
Flip to the right. No, flip to the right. Yeah, okay. We go forward.
It's a different topic.
It's done. It is so difficult to give you a homework. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from my question bank, which is the local school, right?
Okay.
And then you'll paste it on the Jamboard, and then we'll call it a day for today.
I could do the exercise 22G.
Oh, let me see. Yeah. Let me see. I'm reading the 3D X, B, and plane. X, Y, and plane. Those are not difficult. Okay, you can do 3D as a warm-up. That's 3D is easier than the homework I gave you just now.
Ew.
So do 3D. Maybe let me just make sure if I can give you a good question. Just one more would be enough. One more. Yeah. Show me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is good. Right. So I'm putting something on the Jamboard, page 13. Can you see
it? Yes,
right.
I can.
Keep bigger if you need to. Right. For the last question, just to tell you, it's 4 marks. So 4 marks is usually, okay, maybe slightly more challenging. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see you on Sunday, Aditya.
All right. See ya.
Bye. No. I'll see you tomorrow. What am I talking about? Tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Wow. Okay. We keep forgetting things. Can you do this homework by tomorrow? Does that even make sense?
I could try.
Your textbook first, lah. Prioritize your textbook one. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Right. See you tomorrow. Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.